Stephanie Kammer, and I am the choreographer of the Miss Universe pageant. It is so great to see you all this evening. Hi! My team and I have been working with these ladies all week, and they have worked so hard to show you their very best here tonight. Do you have a winner picked out? Who's your winner? Please be gracious with your applause for all of the ladies, as they have all worked very, very hard. With that said, yes, thank you. With that said, live from the Impact Arena in beautiful Thailand, welcome to the 2018 Miss Universe Preliminary Competition. Now let's meet our beautiful 94 contestants.
Demi, Stephanie, are we ready to do this thing?
Let's go, PK.
Let's go!
We begin with Angola.
Angola is passionate about journaling and hopes to publish a book one day titled How to Find Purpose Through Self-Development. This 24-year-old go-getter recently co-founded an Angolan Chamber of Commerce in the Netherlands. Angola!
Argentina.
Argentina currently has an administrative position working for the government in the city of Buenos Aires. This 22-year-old adventurer has taken trapeze and aerial skills classes and once participated in a freestyle snowboarding competition. Argentina!
Aruba.
Aruba is currently in her second year of nursing school and upon graduation plans to be a caretaker for the elderly. This 20-year-old is passionate about traveling, with Thailand being the 18th country she has visited. Aruba!
Australia.
Australia is a full-time model, but is pursuing a career in media and television. This 24-year-old proudly volunteered in India for over a month, helping to create school systems for underprivileged children. Australia!
Brazil.
Brazil is the first member of her family to graduate from college. This 27-year-old once spent a week with an Indian tribe in the middle of the Amazon jungle learning survival tips. Brazil!
Cambodia.
Cambodia grew up farming with a grandmother, planting and harvesting organic jasmine rice. The 22-year-old's command traditional dancing once won her an award on televised competition. Cambodia!
Canada grew up in a low-income immigrant single-parent home. This 24-year-old future engineer plans to create free after-school programs for children that focus on technology, robotics, coding, and networking. Canada! Chile is a journalist and ambassador for children with cerebral palsy. This 27-year-old has been on a mission to improve self-esteem of young women in her country. So, she recently became a motivational coach. Chile!
China is an aspiring actress and model who once walked the catwalk in Milan. The bicultural 24-year-old attended college in Canada and holds a degree in mathematics. China!
Colombia.
spending time with her horses. Colombia,
Angola, Argentina, Aruba, Australia, and Brazil. Cambodia, Canada, Chile, China, Colombia.
Croatia has a degree in medical laboratory diagnostics. This 23-year-old self-described adrenaline junkie has gone bungee jumping and enjoys boxing, hiking, and playing the piano in her spare time. Croatia,
Curacao,
Curacao planned to write a motivational book chronicling her life experiences. This 23-year-old struggled with diabetes for years, but is in remission thanks to living a healthy lifestyle that includes exercising regularly and eating clean. Curacao!
Denmark,
Denmark started a social media movement called #ThisIsMe. This 22-year-old wanted young women to accept their bodies instead of only posting perfect, edited photos on their Instagram pages. Denmark!
Egypt,
Egypt unwinds by practicing yoga and meditation and playing her ukulele. This 22-year-old is passionate about helping underprivileged children and women. Egypt,
Finland,
Finland has a degree in Russian language and culture. This 24-year-old entrepreneur has an active role in college as chairman of a student association and plans to be the manager of her own company one day. Finland,
Ghana,
Ghana has a degree in management information systems. This 25-year-old owns and manages a lifestyle digital agency startup that provides freelance content and creative consulting services. Ghana,
Guam,
Guam has degrees in public administration and criminal justice and is currently in graduate school. This well-educated 20-year-old works as a teaching assistant and says the primary focus is ensuring civil rights for undeserved populations. Guam!
Haiti,
Haiti hosts a television show for children that helps showcase their talents. This 26-year-old is an advocate for children's rights and in her spare time can be found volunteering at elementary schools in her country. Haiti!
Hungary,
Hungary is a businesswoman who proudly promotes the need for gender equality and equal pay. This 21-year-old extreme sports fan can be often found rafting, snowboarding, skydiving, or paragliding. Hungary!
India,
India has a graduate degree in commerce and recently completed her fitness training certification. This 22-year-old went through a major body transformation last year by making healthier choices. India!
Indonesia,
degree in English literature, but eventually wants to be a businesswoman. This 26-year-old future entrepreneur plans to combine her love of coffee and exercise by opening a gym with a cafe inside. Indonesia,
Croatia, Curacao, Denmark, Egypt,
a recent high school graduate who focused on media studies. This 18-year-old future nurse is currently a model and she enjoys dancing, long hikes, and working out with her personal trainer. Israel.
Italy.
Italy plays guitar and sings professionally, performing regularly around the country. This 24-year-old school teacher has worked as a model for Milan Fashion Week and recently began designing her own clothing line. Italy!
Japan.
Japan currently hosts a television show about endangered animals. This 22-year-old entertainer is also the lead actress for a sitcom. That's a collaborative production of both Japanese and Malaysian governments. Japan!
Kenya.
Kenya recently completed her degree in actuarial science and currently works at a startup insurance agency. In her spare time, this 22-year-old is a high fashion and commercial model who worked with several East African designers. Kenya!
Korea.
Korea's dream is to travel the world as a cast member of the Lion King musical. This musically inclined 25-year-old is an award-winning soprano singer who has taken piano lessons for nearly 13 years. Korea!
Laos.
Laos graduated with a degree in international relations from a university in Hungary last year. This 23-year-old is currently both an administrative assistant at an intergovernmental organization and a volunteer English teacher. Laos!
Lebanon.
Lebanon wants to see more women in charge in the Middle East and feels that the ticket to accomplishing peace in the region is that in 5 years, this 23-year-old hopes to do her part by becoming the youngest female in the Lebanese parliament. Lebanon!
Malaysia.
Malaysia was a victim of cyberbullying and started a campaign called #Dare to Shout to shed light upon this problem. This 21-year-old accounting and finance student plans to get her MBA in international business and become chartered accountant. Malaysia!
Mexico.
As a teen, Mexico wanted to help her parents out financially. This now 20-year-old created and managed a cheerleading squad of over 100 girls and personally handled the team's training, sponsorship, and logistics. Mexico!
Israel. Italy. Japan. Kenya. Korea. Laos. Lebanon. Malaysia. And Mexico.
Childhood in several different countries, so she was able to experience many cultures from a young age. This 27-year-old played both basketball and volleyball through college and was a national swimming champion. Mongolia!
Namibia.
Namibia works part-time as a foreign exchange currency trader as she pursues her degree in economics. This bilingual 21-year-old is on a mission to speak 4 languages fluently by the time she's 25. Namibia!
Nepal.
Nepal plans to be a public health attorney advocating for marginalized populations, especially women and children. This 23-year-old speaks 3 languages and stays active by hiking, trekking, and cliff diving. Nepal!
New Zealand.
business. This hardworking 28-year-old is her customer relations and human resources manager of her country's largest independent automotive group, New Zealand.
Peru.
When Peru was 8, she would look in the mirror and tell herself she'd be on this stage one day. This ambitious 22-year-old checked another list off her bucket list when she became her country's first female sports anchor on the Fox network. Peru.
Philippines.
Philippines is a former martial artist who earned her black belt at 12 years old. Now 24, this fashion model and singer has raised funds for various charities through benefit concerts held in her country and abroad. Philippines!
Poland.
Poland was a member of a folk band growing up and currently spends her free time sailing. This 27-year-old has been modeling for 8 years and participated in her country's version of the TV hits Top Model and Project Runway. Poland.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico studied theater in high school, which helped develop her love for singing, acting, and dancing. This 25-year-old has proudly worked as a waitress since she was 18, so she could afford to pay for college. Puerto Rico.
Russia.
Russia is currently a journalism student and international model. This 18-year-old is an animal lover who once nursed a sick kitten back to health and is now a member of a family, along with 2 dogs and a parrot. Russia!
Singapore.
Singapore is passionate about the arts and was once involved in a self-produced theater production. This 23-year-old recently visited a school in Pakistan to teach children through dance and other hands-on activities. Singapore!
Mongolia. Namibia. Nepal. New Zealand. And Peru. Philippines. Poland. Puerto Rico. Russia. Singapore. South Africa.
South Africa is a tuberculosis survivor who hopes to raise awareness so people suffering from the disease aren't stigmatized. This 24-year-old recently launched her hashtag Break the Stigma campaign in conjunction with the World Health Organization. South Africa!
Spain.
Spain is making history as the first transgender woman to compete at Miss Universe. This 27-year-old volunteers with an organization that teaches children and families about gender, diversity, equality, and respect in schools. Spain.
Sweden.
Sweden is studying international communication at a university and currently works in the insurance industry. This 22-year-old enjoys traveling in her spare time and has already visited over 20 countries. Sweden. Thailand has a university degree in business administration after graduating magna cum laude in 2016. Before winning her title, this 23-year-old was working as an investment banking manager, designing strategic financial plans for Thai military bank. Thailand!
Turkey.
Turkey is currently studying business administration at a university in Istanbul. This 20-year-old was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder called selective mutism that took years of hard work to overcome. Turkey!
Uruguay.
Uruguay is a member of an animal rescue organization that takes in abandoned cats and dogs. This 18-year-old part-time model envisioned herself working in the fashion industry after she graduates from college. Uruguay!
USA has a degree in child development and formerly worked as a certified child life specialist. This CPR certified 24-year-old is passionate about advocating for kids and has volunteered with Project Sunshine and Best Buddies. USA!
Venezuela.
Venezuela is an on-air host at one of the largest television stations in her country. This 19-year-old avid reader has used her platform to promote breast cancer detection and awareness. Venezuela!
Vietnam.
Vietnam meditates daily to relax and restore balance in her life. This 26-year-old wants to use her title to encourage people to give back in their community and stop discriminating against HIV and AIDS patients. Vietnam!
Zambia.
Zambia recently took part in a clean and green campaign, spearheading the planting of trees and flowers in her community. This 23-year-old is currently an ambassador for a program that helps orphan children get a quality education. Zambia!
South Africa. Spain. And Sweden. Thailand. Turkey. Uruguay. USA. Venezuela. Vietnam. And Zambia.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of tonight's swimsuit competition. One more round of applause.
All the contestants and I have had an incredible time exploring Bangkok, Pattaya and the rest of this magical country. Let's take a look at what we've been up to the past couple of weeks.
Now, as the selection committee makes their final tabulations, I'd like to give a big shout out to our wonderful sponsors: Farouk System, the maker of sheets and BioSilk, Sherry Hill, O&B Footwear, and City Wondery Swimwear.